first look at the forecast now as we continue to see frigid temperatures and snow squalls here in Toronto. The city has opened 2 additional warming centres. Those 2 centres are located at the Cecil Community Centre at 58 Cecil Street and the Jimmy Simpson Recreation Centre at 870 Queen Street East. Warming centres also remain open at 136 Spadina Road, 81 Elizabeth Street, 349 George Street, 12 Holmes Avenue, and 885 Scarborough Golf Club Road. These spaces offer people experiencing homelessness a warm place to rest and access meals, washrooms, and referrals to emergency shelter. It comes as a number of snowy systems are headed towards the province. With more on that, let's bring in weather specialist Noor Rafat. Noor, I hear some of that snow is moving in tonight.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Yeah, and that snow is actually already here. The system has moved into parts of Ontario, around the southwestern regions, around the shores of Lake Huron as well. What the GTA has been seeing, though, has not been that system, but as you mentioned, the snow squalls that continued up to the north, and that sent those flurries flying into Vaughan, up to Newmarket, at times into Oshawa, and even into the Toronto region. Now, of course, this is all thanks to the northerly flow of air. We saw those winds shift overnight heading into today morning from the north, which meant those flurries will travel now south into the GTHA and towards Lake Ontario. Of course, that meant that other communities that were getting pummeled yesterday, like Orillia and into parts of Kawartha Lakes, they are seeing drier conditions again thanks to those shifting winds. So this is just the appetizer before the main course, if you will, which is that incoming snow. We are seeing those winds shift again from the west to southwest. Tomorrow we'll be also seeing those westerly winds. Here comes that snow starting to move in closer to southern Ontario, 7, 8 o'clock, and around the shores of eastern Ontario as well. Belleville, Trenton is expected to be impacted by this later this evening. Things clear up, most of them clear up come tomorrow, although the squalls continue around southwestern parts of the province. And then as we head into Monday, that's when this sky rolls around. This one, of course, will be a more encompassing system, not leaving many communities behind. So we'll talk more in the full forecast. A dry day expected for your Sunday in Toronto. Cloudy conditions and those temperatures back to seasonal. Wind chill values in the morning at minus 10 degrees. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. The Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we got our Sky Tracker forecast with Noor Rafat. And Noor, it's been really pretty cold to start 2026.
Yeah, certainly feeling those Arctic conditions for some community members in more ways than one, Kevin. Cold temperatures well below average and at times also some snow. The good news is we've got some relief in the forecast.
Nice.
What price will we pay for that relief, Kevin?
I don't know.
We'll find out. Well, in Toronto specifically, we are back to seasonal temperatures tomorrow. A high of -2, wind chill values in the morning at -10. So all is good over there, despite, of course, a lack of sunshine. We wish we had more of that. It's going to be cloudy, some calmer winds as well from the west to northwest. Now, other parts of the country are still going to stick with that Arctic air for a little while longer, especially around the further you head east, Fredericton into Montreal. They're feeling the Arctic chill through the weekend and into Monday. We are expecting other parts of southern Ontario, as we mentioned, to start to warm up as the week progresses. So the cold will dig its heels further and then afterwards start to climb back up where it belongs as we head into next week. And in some communities, including in Toronto, you could see temperatures climb above the freezing mark as early as Monday. Now, unfortunately, there's some bad news on the way, is that when we do see those milder temperatures roll through, we're also going to see a whole lot of messy weather, and we're starting to see that tonight. So some of that snow is starting to move in for a few hours around Toronto. Again, other parts of southern Ontario pushing around the Golden Horseshoe. The snow squalls continue in Wyerton and Waterloo, starting to die down by Sunday evening. And then this guy rolls in, this one bright and early in southern Ontario, central regions, and pushing further east. And it will take its time, so it will move through much of your late afternoon and then move out before the evening hours. Unfortunately, even then, we won't be seeing the end of the messy weather because we're expecting expecting some rain, potentially freezing rain on Tuesday onwards. So 5 to 10 centimeters could be possible around the GTA. Of course, heavier amounts for those communities in the snowbelt and on the shores of Lake Huron, Georgian Bay, that will continue to see snow squalls tonight and into tomorrow and into parts of their Monday as well. -4 in Cobourg, -6 in Peterborough tomorrow, +2 on Tuesday. Wednesday, 3 degrees. Did I mention there was a lot of messy weather? Yeah, your chance of seeing sunshine, unfortunately, not great in Toronto, but at least you get to +5 and +4. A whole lot of melting happening in other parts of the province as well.
Look at the forecast. Here's weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, for some of our viewers that headed out sometime between 6 o'clock and now, you probably had to dust off your car from some of that flurry activity that we've been seeing. And those flurries continue to obscure the Toronto skyline, still making for a lovely shot, though, as of course we like to celebrate winter wonderland-like conditions from time to time, especially when they come with calmer winds and more serene scenes. And that is the case in Toronto. -11 with that wind chill just now, and some flurries into the Toronto airport. Now, this is how the system progressed. It has moved in, is starting the early evening, rather, as we mentioned. For some community members, it has been the opposite of calm, and that's as we look closer, of course, to the Barrie region, even Newmarket and around Goderich, Wyerton. Those communities have been seeing incessant snow squalls for the past week, even more, and that threatens to bring more than 20 to 50 centimeters of additional snow heading into the next 24 to 48 hours. Of course, we know some communities around Grey County have already gotten upwards of 80 centimeters, so it's certainly a dangerous situation. Nice for the slopes, but dangerous, of course, for everyone else that doesn't want to go skiing and has to deal with those blizzard-like conditions. Winds are shifting from the southwest. That gives us some hope of warmer conditions around southwestern southern Ontario. We will get some incredible relief heading into the next week, but first let's worry about the immediate future, and it's that snow. It has been moving out of the province as we speak. So some parts of the GTHA are already looking dry, and as we head into tomorrow morning, the snow squalls continue, but we could see them die down later on in the evening, and that's in anticipation of system number 2 by Monday. This one potentially bringing a bit more snow than some of those flurries that you saw in Toronto today. -2 degrees, back to seasonal for your day tomorrow. Wind chill values at -10 in the morning. Kevin?
Thanks, Noor. Let's check in on the forecast with our weather specialist, Noor Rafat. And Noor, I heard a rumor that even though we've had a really icy, snowy start to the new year, we might start to see some of that melt.
Yes, the rumors are true, Kevin.
Oh, my God.
To many of our relief, of course, unless you're a fan of below seasonal temperatures. Well, in that case, I'm sorry.
Backyard rinks, sorry about that.
Yeah, certainly going to see a lot of that snow melting in the coming days due to some incredibly mild temperatures. Along with that, Kevin, the price we'll pay will be some messy weather heading into next week. Let's take a look. Well, the good news is in Toronto we are back to seasonal temperatures. A high of -2 tomorrow. Your wind chill values in the morning at -10. We would have liked to see more sunshine paired with this. Unfortunately, you can't have your cake and eat it too. West to northwesterly winds will keep those temperatures at bay, and we expect to, of course, see milder conditions as the week progresses. We're still not at that seasonal range for other parts of the province, and of course the country. -12s for those highs. Fredericton, Montreal, Ottawa. Quite incredible how they're colder than parts of the prairies. -6 in Regina tomorrow as they see some relief. Now, relief, of course, is on the minds of many, and we'll see that cold dig in deeper before it starts to ease. So here it is, moving back up to the north where it belongs. Milder conditions start to push through central and eastern Canada, so mild that we will climb above the freezing mark, promoting some of that snow melt. Now, unfortunately, there's 2 prices to pay here. The first is we have to wait for those mild temperatures. The second is it'll come with a whole lot of messy weather. We've started to see the first bit of it today with that snowy system. It moves out tomorrow. Squalls continue around the shores of Georgian Bay, Lake Huron in the morning. They will hopefully die down by the evening, but so very soon behind that we'll see this system move in. So heavy snow expected southwestern, southern and eastern Ontario. early in the morning through until the end of your afternoon. The evening, we expect things to move out, but unfortunately we're left with some stubborn cloud cover for your Tuesday. Now, I wish I could tell you that that's the end of the messy weather, but unfortunately it's not. We will see more messy conditions Wednesday and of course heading into your weekend as well. 5 to 10 centimeters could be possible around the Toronto region. Heavier, of course, as you head towards those snow belt areas thanks to those snow squalls. -12 in Ottawa tomorrow, -7 Kingston, -4 for our viewers in Oshawa, -4 as well for Guelph and Mississauga, and -1. We turn to +1 on Monday with that snow, 2 on Tuesday, 4 with mixed precipitation on Wednesday, climbing all the way up to +5 on Friday. Certainly those showers will help promote that snow melt that's already happening thanks to mild temperatures. Yeah, did I mention it's a low chance of seeing sunshine this upcoming week?